They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Haskins on first down. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
10-yard line.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 45. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. Touchdown, Washington! Steven Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff to Miller. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shoot. Easy.
Here's a give to Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 27, Haskins over the middle, complete. That's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Haskins. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Steelers 3.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
By Devin Bush.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Haskins to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Stevenson.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Devontae Freeman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And then able to bring it in. Gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
4-yard line.
Second and 9 from the 44. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Haskins to throw it. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That is Moss.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Washington.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready? Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert, alert. Hey, staying open. So Mike's number 1.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
It's 4th down.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
The 41-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. That's what I'm talking about.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch one. Set the tone.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Right there. 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Steelers 11. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McCoy. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Washington.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3,
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Again, it's Haskins. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
5-yard pickup.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing again. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Haskins on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
17.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Lamar Miller.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down, Freeman. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
At 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And 7 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
36-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the Mike?
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 4 down.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Black 30. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and not already celebrating a win.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time.